Well, it's all right now because anything you do, baby, that's all right. Oh, baby, that's all right.
I wait for someone to save. I want to tell you something new. You drove us both into a wall. I drive away into the night and I contemplate for a while. I wish you all the best I can, and I stop myself for a while. I'm saying things I don't believe. The panic's rising up in you. Won't you tell me something new?
Bring out your dead. Bring out your dead, please. We want to eat them. Bring out your dead, please.
Contemplate for a while. Wish you all the best I can, then I stop myself for a while.
Chase your tail light. I'll be under your skin, letting you go for a while. Then I'm taking you in. It's like diamonds.
I think we lost a few because somebody said the stream was starting at 10 o'clock instead of 10:30. We had to go redo that. I didn't notice that until 15 minutes after. Sean.
Hey, you need to take your responsibility for your own mistakes, mister.
Shut up, Sean. Muting your microphone right now.
Hey,
Yeah, I can't hear you.
yeah. You stay in your little room.
Like
those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
Welcome everyone to Late Night Crypto with the Road Dog. My apologies, my sincere apologies. Labeled that as going out at 10 o'clock, and I did not realize that. I told everybody 10:30, and I meant to do 10:30, but apparently somebody,
Wasn't me. Own up to it.
somebody named Road Dog typed in 10:30 instead, so, or 10 o'clock instead. My bad. My apologies, people. Let's take a look at this market and see what's going on this little 6-minute chart, because we already went all this stuff on the earlier stream today and went over my Bitcoin theories and everything. I think it's going to be a shaky week, without a doubt, with the news coming out alone, with CPI, PPI, and some other stuff. And then we got another one 2 weeks from now, the PME, I think, and that's the one I'm more interested in. That's 2 weeks away after Trump's inauguration. Curious to see what happens over these next 10 days going on, as I'm sure everyone is. What do we got here in the small time frames though? Well, we made a higher low and a higher high and another higher low, so we are technically in an uptrend on this smaller time frame, and really we have been for a little while. We just keep making higher highs and higher lows. We ranged out here. I'm showboating this little measured move that finally did get hit from this pattern. That's where we took it right there, put it at the breakout, go by the rules. And like I said earlier, I wouldn't blame anybody for being pissed off for how that one played out, because she came all the way back lower than where she was. But still, if you had a stop loss in place in a regular spot, in a decent spot, you likely would have been okay, or take profit earlier. But eventually, and this is how some of this stuff works sometimes, eventually that measure move, I bring this up because it nailed the measure move, and then after that we were down. So that measure move actually called the top for this little range at that point. That's the point I'm trying to make here, I guess. Anyway, ups, downs, sideways, and here we go with Bitcoin. We're technically in an upward trend. Going to focus mostly on altcoins tonight and not spend so much on the TA or the explanations of the TA, as it's just kind of screening through and just trying to look at things, figure things out, see where it's going to go, because the legacy market's starting to get scared. They think that they're going to drop, but they're still in a channel. It's technically a bullish channel. So I'm thinking SBC can come down and probably around the 20th and then pop back up, and everything will be just fine, darling. Everything will be just fine. It's the Bitcoin dominance over here that's also going sideways, but leaning more to the upside. Now that's going to hurt altcoins. That can make altcoins drop and lose this level here. We're so proud to hold that level, but how long is it going to hold? Because we also broke out of this pattern here, this kind of shape here. Now, granted that there's not a lot of feel through here, not a lot of touches through here. I mean, we got two solid touch points. We also got a wick, and I'm on the daily chart. We could argue with 2 to 3. We got enough touches there to make it, it is a valid line. How strong is it for that pattern, though? Is the question I got. Maybe we should zoom out here on total 3 and take just a bigger look at total 3, because this represents your altcoins, my altcoins, all of our altcoins. And their health is kind of vital to our bag's performance, right? And here on the daily for altcoins, and I think it's important to go over this, we're below the 50 moving average, that kind of sucks. That's for our deeper retracements. We should bounce off that area for a deeper retracement, especially on bigger time frames. And yet our 9 moving average has kamikaze dive down, and it's taking aim for this 21 moving average. We're below all 3 of these, and that's quite bearish. Being in this Ichimoku cloud can be kind of bearish. Now, technically, according to the Ichimoku theory, that puts us in no man's land, and they have a trading system for the Ichimoku cloud too, and it recommends, you're not in the market when you're in the cloud. That's part of the trading strategy for the Ichimoku clouds. This is no man's land, because it's technically neutral, and I guess anything is fair game. But usually what you see is that price will be forced down toward the bottom unless you get really lucky and it ricochets off. But so at this point in the game, I mean, calling one way or the other. I mean, what else can we go by that's a little bit more I mean, a little bit more dependable than just that idea. I also don't like this little red cloud that's starting over here. It's kind of reversed what I would want to see, right? We want to be above a green cloud. We don't want to be under any clouds when it comes to Ichimoku cloud theory. Let me go up to let's go to the weekly and come down just a little bit. This was the most concerning thing to me on total 3 was we're losing that 9 moving average on the weekly, and in my strategy, that's a no-go. That's a no-no. It's a no-no to do that. No bueno, not a good sign. That's not what we want to see. That's the first sign of the market losing it. Now, it could easily, now it's too early in the week. We just started, right? Maybe we flip and we do just fine off of that. This is where indicators can be a little helpful, trying to tell us what to look out for. And I think we went over this on the earlier stream. The MACD's not being all help. She's giving us the warning signal, and that's one of the other things we look for. It's still not a clear-cut answer because we're in a big-ass time frame. How about you, RSI? What can you tell us? Maybe you can share some secrets. RSI has given us just a ray of... Wait a minute. Yeah, okay. Did I speak too soon? RSI has actually given us a ray of hope. It has given us a ray of hope. Now, it lost its signal line here, and that's usually to the bearish side. So that's the bear signal we got going on. She's starting to flip a little bearish, but she's still at 66%. And technically, anything above this middle line, that 50% line, is bullish on RSI. You said you wasn't going to get into the T8. I'm sorry, I can't look at a chart without talking about why I believe what I believe. But it looks to me like we might have some room to come down here a little bit more and get a bounce there on this weekly chart. That I'm really liking that. I like that a lot. I'm going to leave. It'll screw up my other charts if I leave that there. I do. I like that. I like that a lot. That gives me hope that we can bounce at these areas like we should, and kind of like what we did for 4 years ago. And 4 years ago for altcoins, for the weekly, we didn't have any. Well, on Heikinashi didn't have any red candles. On the real issue, where were we on the real candles? What did it look like in January? Oh, we'll tell a different story here with the regular candles, huh? So yeah, the altcoins pulling back there last January too, or this one over here. You got messed up. Regular candles. February. No. It was on the weekly. It was, I mean, ups and downs, but all green candles right there. And we just got a mishmash of red and green. We got to step up our game. We can need more green candles on this bourgeoisie bougie. Ladies and gentlemen, let me say hello to everybody hanging out with me tonight. How you doing? Because I wouldn't have a show without you people. I've tried it before with just me, and it's not very fun. It's just like, who am I talking to? Got 11 people hanging out with me. After our little snafu, Ryan K. Thank you so much for the super chat. Let me give that a little love and a little like and love. Never hurt anybody. I'm going to go ahead and throw out the request. Where are you hiding out button? The little request thing there. So Ryan's asking for, is it Destra? Any one vertical? All right, and when I come back, I'll definitely be looking underneath here for coin request, and so if you guys want to go ahead, because I probably will we'll miss this other stuff. Ryan K says, no more Dirty Sanchez's, please. Not good for my bags. I know, Dirty Sanchez's. It's a double bottom, but it may rub something off on you. I don't know. It may not be a clean double bottom. Road Dog, make the market pump, specifically Link. I feel you on Link. I think we looked the other night and it looked like Link could even come down a lot lower, and I'm like, I can't imagine alts getting hit that bad again. I really can't. Crypto total market cap. Have you got anything that you can share with us? Any ideas? I know this looks crazy. It looks totally wrong. But this is where we can take the angles, bigger time frames, especially like the weekly here. Right above my head there, and then these areas here, we got all the touches to solidify that angle. That is our trend line. We'd take a copy of that trend line and raise it right up to our most solid candle body right there on the weekly, and we follow that little angle right up to where we are. That is also support here. And that tells us that she's trying to break back in this pattern, and she has broken back into it several times, but she's always been bought back up, going back up to that trend line. This is good. When I look at this together with the Ichimoku cloud here, the weekly on total 3, she looks balls to the wall, ready to go somewhere. So we got that, but remember, she is also looking like she's losing that 9 moving average. Now, last week she was also looking like it when she's wicking down. So it's really important we keep this trend line. We can regain that moving average, and then maybe our momentum continues up. These are the things that I'm looking for. The bigger picture is going to help us figure this thing out more than trying to follow the smaller time frames. And God help the ones trying to find the answers on the 1 minute or 30-second time frame, trying to find that little nail that bottom. If you don't work top down, oh man, you're gonna be in for a wild ride. In for a wild ride. All right, let me go ahead and let's take a look at Destra. Or what were we doing on this? Since we see that, let's see how she's faring here on the smaller time frames. Here we are on the daily. Now, what's got me on the daily? We just talked about it, but I don't want to see that 9 moving average cross at 21. Losing this line would definitely start giving us that kind of thing going on. But there's a chance maybe we can bounce off of here, bounce off this area, and reclaim it. I'm curious to see. This week should be interesting. But looking at Bitcoin, it's also in its top line. That's why we're doing the same thing with Bitcoin. The lows that we're at, we're right where we need to be to start a new session in this market, and that's what's supposed to be happening. So anything going on here in January, in my personal opinion, we're not at the top of the market. It's a flush out. So if you can ride it through the best you can, I don't know. I mean, I have to take some care because I got spot margin, some position trades. The longer I'm playing them for the long haul, but I have to manage them, right? Because I'm growing them as I go. So I take a little bit of different shade. So things like this, big drops in total 3 or something, affect me. So I got to keep up with those things. And I'm banking on this 4-year cycle, and everything we see, we should be going up, even in altcoins, but especially Bitcoin this cycle. Let's see if we can take a look at Destra. 4 hour playing games with us. I don't want to watch the 4 hour on total 3. 4 hour total 3 though. She's confused. She's very confused. Altcoins are going to be a wild ride this week though. Ups and downs and sideways, and there's about Destra Network here on MEXC. Let's zoom out to the daily. Oh, we had a little rangy thing going on. That's cool. $56.59 looks like a good place to bump your head if it hasn't already bumped it enough right there. She'll have a hard argument getting above that too quickly, I think. Wait a minute. Taken from wicks to bodies, we got the nice little breakout of a falling wedgie or ascending triangle, however, descending triangle. However you want to interpret that idea. You said you weren't going to do it. I'm just looking where we went, Sean. You gotta see where you've been to know where you're going, Sean. Measure move would take us up to there, which we exceeded far and beyond. To the moon, I say, Destra. DSY. Is that that's the ticker? DSY NC? It could be a possible M top, double top scenario. It's a nice one. Look, got rejected up there. That is an area that is going to have to face a little trouble on. But you got this going for you. I'm going to go from bodies to bodies because we like the bodies. Look at the shoulder, head and shoulder. To the upside, it could be. But it's also, when they rise up like that, they're not the best ones at all. So if you interpret that, you've also got to look at a rising wedge idea. But you definitely have a neckline idea. She just didn't break to the upside. So it's got a nice 6.8er on her though. It's nice. You guys overlap. I still think I don't know what the rest of the price history is or anything like that. We got it going back to May 2024, and that's when the market's peaked over there. So I think we got a pretty good idea. That's the one we want right there. That's the one we want. Okay, we got you. Oh, snap. We're fibbing it out because pattern-wise, there's not much besides a rising wedge or a little bit of a rising channel that's starting to go. Okay, yeah, we got you. I'm sticking with you. I believe. I believe you're working on a pullback right now. Oh, you hanging out at your 618, and that's cool. Now things get crazy in this market. You can come down and test this trend line one more time. 786 is right down there at that area. 33 cents could be coming on board. She's wanting to hold where she is, so I like that idea. Let's see if we can help her out there. Do not cross this line, Destra. Make number go up. All right. Now, if she loses this, oh man, you might be coming back for your retest as far as 18 to 20 cents, because a lot of times these falling wedges about as good as the 68% chance they break up. They got about 64, 60 something, right? Mid 60% chance to come back and retest this breakout area. That could happen, especially if you're making a double top scenario there. You can almost count on it, so we don't want to forget that idea at all. And I would dare say that would be a little zone from anywhere from that little wick. Retest areas. What I'd label, maybe I should do that. Retest area. That's what I get for Destra. I think 56 cents, and she's going to have trouble getting past it, my personal opinion. But unless she's making her, this can't be I'm counting Ellie waves. Now I'm getting into all the nerd stuff. I'm not trying to get into the nerd stuff. 56.69, but I think she's going to have to work hard for it. Let's post that over into the, where are you? Telegram. This is the daily chart. This is DSY. NC, the best that I can tell. Destra Network. Daily chart. All right, let's look at anyone. MexZ's got that. Kind of miss MexZ. I haven't traded over. I think I still can. I'm not sure. I think I can still do stuff over there. So far, we got a chance of this trend line holding. Got 2 touch areas, and if she wants to hold it, 100 moving average is right beneath it, so that might work. So you had this falling channel idea right here, or inverted head and shoulders, slanted one. You could look at it that way. Came up pretty much, our measure moved there and coming back down. Retesting the bottom of it like they often do. Come back for seconds. That's weird. Why would you do that? Why do you want to come back for sloppy seconds? That's just nasty. And what you do is just, we just doubled up our channel, if you can see that idea. So we're in 2 channels, or this is a midline now. We're just trying to work our way up. Let's see if this one hold. If it doesn't hold, then we'll look at the bottom of this channel to hold somewhere, and we'll probably find a nice little fib that will give us a clue. The 7/8 sixer. The source of the elixir. She's on a nice 618 area now. That should also give us hope. I feel like my computer's been a little sluggish. So wherefore could you be going? We could take just a simple little measure move again. But you gotta wait for a breakout. What if she were to break out? What if she were to break out somewhere around, I don't know, February, 1st of February? Maybe she spends a day over here, a few days over here, and then starts trying to come up and break out. Well, that would be cool. I'm not saying that's going to happen at all, but we're looking at 281 if that does. And also with a little bonus right at 299, just right beneath that psychological $3 area, which everybody will put their orders there anyway. Why you want to stack your numbers? Don't use $3. Everybody, you're on the bottom of the list. Go 298.9 or something, 298.7. Get on the stack with those guys. Those are the smarter guys. They're going to get their order filled sooner. That's just some of the trading philosophy that needs to be thrown out there every once in a while. You people don't know that. Psychological numbers that end in 0. Not the best numbers to put for your buyer sales. If you want that order filled. 22, what is it, 281? 297 for this little guy. This is anyone protocol over. Oh, Mexi. I think it's anyone, right? And this was the daily. If you're not looking for a long-term setup, if you're looking for something shorter or something like that, you kind of have to specify. I would come down to the 4 hour and see how she's respecting that 618 area. You respecting it? You got Lucy right underneath it. You better respect it. You better respect it. Either that or you're getting ready to give everything up for a while. So she does not need to break below Lucy or else we're in 106. That's my interpretation. I'm sticking with it. And vertical. Spell it right. Vertical AI, it's over on Uniswap, right? Probably have to do this on Dex Tools, Dex Screener. I think I've been using, I think I tried Dex Screener. And you act like you don't know what we're talking about over here. What the hell? Stop doing that. What are you doing? Search. Vertical. Vertical AI. It's just vert, isn't it? Vertical AI, Uniswap. I'm guessing we got this one. So this is Vert AI to Wrapped ETH. It's been gaining against Ethereum, man. That's pretty good. That looks good. Yeah, I see. Well, I'm about to say I see no reason for it to not hold. But I can't tell if he's going to hold or not. I'd say he's got a better chance to hold or not, and I think it's got a good chance to add to your bag here. Closer gets that trend line. She wicked off of it before. What's the deal with this one? This is Vertical AI. This pair was created 2 months ago. Where's the market cap is $67 million market cap, fully diluted valuation $68 million. Still a nice little, very small market cap coin that could do some damage. Let's check out the website. Train, deploy, monetize your custom AI model. Vertical pioneers the future of the AI by combining no-code AI customization with decentralized infrastructure providers for seamless scalability. They got a beta that you can launch. So they got something to show for it. You got to log into it. What the hell's that? Okay, I can connect a wallet or I can do something, right? Let's see what you got. All right, so we got something over here. This is the overview, your models unlocking soon. So, well, they have nothing yet. Nothing yet. Go to the marketplace, see what the marketplace is. Mistral 7B, test this model? What the hell? Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Now we're getting somewhere. I'm familiar with these. Explore our correct collection of AI models. Okay. But they're open source models. You just download them. Llama 3-2B text. Okay, so are you choosing? Do you have to download them? Because if I got to download it, it's just me using my own stuff, right? Oh, look at all these Dolly. Got it. So, that's interesting. Get me out of here. We launched the beta there. Oh, who you partnered with here? Oh, Llama by Meta with technical support from Meta. Maybe AWS Lambda. Don't worry about coding; it's code free. To ensure everyone can start innovating with AI, Vertical is building a no-code suite that allows you to start customizing with just a few clicks. That looks really cool, though. This is the one on Uniswap. It makes me feel like a turkey. But I'm writing this one down. That looks interesting. It's appealing to my inner Degen. Vert AI. All right, so I'm looking forward to hold this line. If it does not hold this line, well, your measure move would take you down somewhere, but I'd trust the fib more. If she decides to give it up past this 1.5, oh, that's sweet. You'd be looking back around 25 cents to 14 cents right there in that area. if this market starts to go south and if we lose that trend line. Otherwise, man, you're looking for some nice uppiness coming. Can I figure those targets out with the limited tools I have over here? I should go ahead and no, I can do it this way. Yeah, I don't have to do it. Okay. How do you want to do it? Ah, crap. Now we gotta add you in. I need a point. I need a 2. I need a 2. That's close enough. Not really what I'm looking for. There we go. That's the one I want. Where'd you go? You're not on there. Where'd you there? I'll just put you on there. Where'd you go? Bear with me, folks. We're having a little bit of technical difficulty. Why are you not? Oh, that's why. My bad. Miscalculation. Right here. Forgot which one I was using there. As crazy as, let's get some others too. I'll give you some hopium targets here based on what we got. If this holds, you got the possibility of actually reaching 229 as well as 187. I don't have my price label things. And shorter term, you're basically looking right at this one. You're looking at 138 shorter term. Do I have price labels? Price labels, where'd you go? Price labels, 28 people hanging out. How's it going, people? Look at that. I forgot we had them. These would be the 2 nearest targets that I've got for you. But if you want some insight to where we could zag up to, I'm definitely throwing 228 on the board. If we get rejected from this trend line, you're looking about 226, possibly down to about 15 cents. So try not to do that because that would suck. Although if it does it, I'm thinking about buying some because it looked kind of like a cool project to me. This is on ETH. I saw something on Solana. I don't know what the hell that is, if it's related or anything different, but not bad for a $67 million market cap. Went to the website, kind of like what I saw there. Kind of cool. Looked like they're trying to actually do something that I'm sure there'll be a lot of copycats, or maybe they are a copycat. I don't know enough information about it. But I do know I'm going to take a picture of this and I'm going to post it over here because I might want to refer to this and remember, hey man, did you forget to buy that? It's on the daily chart. It's Vert AI. And this is not, wait a minute, is this in, I don't know if this should be priced in well, it should be priced in dollars and not priced in Ethereum because I can't pay 0.68 Ethereum for this little sucker. Should be dollars. It usually translates over into dollars. Oh, Uniswap. Okay. That's not it. That was not it. That was not it. There we go. That should be it. There we go. There she is. And that's what it looks like when you click on it. And now we got it over there. Uh-oh, hey Kermie, how's it going? All right, guys, let me go back to the chat and see what else you guys have got. Let me scroll up here. Well, let's get the party started. Trey Spot, how's it going? Mr. Miles, I'll make a request. Nacho. Is it still alive, Nacho? I still have Nacho. All right, we'll take a look at Nacho. Obama, SEI. Liquidation at 18. We got Sam and Dave P. How's it going, Sam? Dave P. Bullish on parade. I see ya. Made it. Hope all is well. So far, so good. Well, more pain. Link's dropping, y'all. Oh, yeah. We didn't look at Link, did we? I'm going to jump into Link next. Maddie Ghost, Bitcoin dominance just popped. Did she? That's not good for altcoins. Joe says, got so many alerts going off right now. Plastics are going down again. Road up, pump the market. Oh my God. But Bitcoin, what are you doing? Bitcoin ain't tanking, is it? Bitcoin getting ready to pump on the 6 minute. Let's go down to the 1 minute. I hear that's all the in thing. Look. Oh, we're below the 200 moving average. You better sell your house. Oh, that's kind of cool. And so total 3, are you tanking? Total 3 starting to bounce. She tried right here. On the 1 minute. This is where you tell the future right here. You got Ballistic Divergence on the 1 minute. We're getting ready to pop up to the upside, fellers. What are you screaming about? It was a gift. It was a little gift. Wow, that's cool. That's like the little bridge, the bridge pattern thingy thing. That's cool. On the 1 minute time frame. Oh, yeah, look on the 15 and there's all the pain. Screw that 1 minute. I'm not laughing at things, I'm sorry. It did drop, didn't it? Whoo, baby, how many billions of dollars did we lose? Weren't we talking about that? We were up at what? Just a lot longer ago, we were hanging around where? 975, and now we're... And I've got this little blue line. Is that a measured move, or what is it? I've got this I have a line at 939. I just swear to God I can't tell you what it is right now. It's usually a measured move when it's blue, but still total 3. We were talking about this idea too. Oh, that's the line we want to try to keep, right? We want to try to stay above that. The channel idea when we zoomed out there. But she can try to hold that. She needs to try to hold that. It should be a pretty strong trend line because it matches the angle down here. That should be the actual channels that we're in. So we did that, I think, from the weekly. We drew it from the weekly there to get our bottoms on this channel. See if we can get a pop there. It's going to be an interesting week. Take a look at Link. Link, are you dead? Are you dying on me right now? Do I need to... 1948. This sucks, Link. Oh man, Link somewhere. I've got my target's down here at 18. It was a Gumby head and shoulders pattern. That was Gumby, damn it. Gumby do what done Gumby do. We getting gummed to death right now. 4 hour, is it? Would it qualify? I am picky on my head and shoulders patterns. And I'm picky about them damn necklines. More picky than some others, I would say, but see, my neckline has not yet been breached. My neckline is starting to turn into a fallen wedgie, which I kind of like that idea a lot better. I've not seen a good fallen wedge this whole cycle like I used to. this was, I mean, these things, you would just find them everywhere. Any time in the market is like, you can always find a falling wedge to get into, and they break up 68% of the time. They sure got a good breakout. So she breached this. We can falling wedgie out, find a bottom down here at 18 and break to the upside. That sounds crazy right now, I know, but I'm kind of happy to see that. I haven't seen a nice falling wedge pattern on a bigger time frame. Not a nice one, not like this. Yeah, this is the ones I like. I kind of like what I'm seeing here. I mean, everything else saying I'm going to hell, but the falling wedge looks good. The moving average, you got a 200 moving average on the daily way down here at 14. Whew, I hope you don't go back there. It's like a nice support area around 13. Nice, should be a nice support area around 16. Let's see if we can calm our nerves a little bit with this. That's our 618 that we're headed down to. If we miss it, well, then we're going to have to start looking at these areas here. And this is a definite buy zone. I think we just got to give her a little time just to work her magic. And we would just kind of work our way down here. Gain traction and then hopefully go to the upside. Moving averages look good. 800, 600, 360. We're below those, of course. That sucks. But I mean, they can come up. The momentum is still with us overall. See you later, Gumby. Let's take a look at Say. Oh, I'm sorry, Nacho. Take a look at Nacho and then Say. Nacho the cat on CoinEX. And this has been the adventure of most of the Casper meme coins. Sadly, since they got listed on CoinEX, they had a nice little pump up. They did. And then they had the big pump my ass down. Never did. We were looking at the possibility of trying to meet a target if we had a breakout. It did meet its measure move after it broke out and exceeded it or whatever, just a little bit. That's what his measure move would have been, but we had it over here in case we broke out to get there. That never happened, never got that breakout. But she finally did get her measure, or get her breakout, and so that's how that worked out. Let's get out of this. So it does look like they have. Oh, that's a dirty Sanchez. That's the dirty Sanchez. That's a great looking dirty Sanchez if I've ever seen one. The old dirty Sanchez. There's the finger of the sniff. All right. So what we want to see the dirty Sanchez do. Look, the sombrero. Well, we got a double top sombrero. So that's our initial target that we're looking for now. We need to get up there. Carry the top of that sombrero. You see we got a support resistance line right there making. So as soon as we reach the top of the sombrero, we will have a measure move that we can take from the stinky finger all the way back down here. You take the finger out of the hole and you put the finger right up here and you take a big sniff right here at 0.000129 ish, as such. That could be a possible 70% gains, 72% gains on the dirty Sanchez. Let's zoom out. That was on the 4 hour. So it in all seriousness, that's just a double bottom possibility here. But that is I used to call this the John Wayne pattern, and she's got a distinct look for a double bottom. That, you know, it's not like your typical double bottom that I see. You got a slanted angle, then you got up, and usually a double stacker cowboy hat, and then you got this other angle here. I usually find that these patterns are bullish when they can, but sometimes they're not. If they can, seriously, if it doesn't make up here, it's going to wipe that finger all over. You're going to feel it's going to be a dirty double bottom pattern. It's not going to. They can play dirty. The dirty Sanchez. So we need to get past this area here at the point. Wait, let's just put a price level over it. We found a dirty Sanchez. And the dirty Sanchez target on the 4 hour. This is what, Nacho the cat? And that's the 4 hour. Possible. We gotta say it's possible. She is not. She's not yet confirmed. It's not confirmed until you can smell it. The dirty Sanchez. Let's come back to the chat, and then we will take a look at Say. Glittery marshmallow, dishes done, floor swept, and mop ready to sit. Wow, that's awesome. They should make more women like you. There should be a lot more women like you. Modern women don't get it. They're not what men want. Glittery marshmallow. Your husband is a very fortunate, lucky man. Tell him I said that. A virtuous woman. So how we going, guys? Just checking out, see what. Oh no, got not well. What? Who? What? Did somebody die? If you don't own your keys, it's not your coins. So he just cut a line. What? That 10-gallon dirty Sanchez. That's so cool. That's so cool. Love that. Men love feminine women. We love feminine women. That's what we like. That's part of the femininity. Not to be a slave or anything, but just that you desire to do that. That you desire to do that. And a lot of women just they don't have those values anymore, or think in that way anymore. So I feel bad for the single men out there that have not found a good woman that has good values and values things like that. I'm very fortunate too. All right, let's go on and let's take a look at Say. A woman that can run a household is just sexy AF. That's just it. That's true. A woman that can run a household is sexy AF. Modern women don't get that. Oh my God, are you gonna stop me out? You can stop me out. Stop me out, I'll buy again. We still got this trend line here with a little more wiggle room, and I know that sounds like we're just, oh my God, you're just reaching for all the hope. You're just delusional now. Maybe. Oh, let's clear this guy out. Where are we? What does this say? So if I'm reading this right, there's a liquidation at 18 cents. So, I think you're good on that. That's a dang good liquidation. So you're doing your leverage very responsibly, it sounds like. I do not think, and let's zoom out. I don't think that will be hit. But let's make sure. What's my liquidation? I don't have my phone. You don't have my phone with me? That's a first. Okay. So even on this bigger ass trend line that goes all the way back to November or October 2023, and how it comes up under here, we're on the daily time frame too. So that's a strong ass trend line, and that's at 32 cents. So I think you're good as far as your liquidation. Let's see. I don't think I would sweat that. I'll just keep doing what you're doing. And back here, August. That's probably why. That might be why you're nervous. If you were playing it back here, I think I lost a bag of save back there too. Back in August, we had that big ass drop. Woo, baby. I doubt that we go back there to that point. I hope that we don't. We got a 786 Fibonacci also coming down at the bottom, about 31, 32. Looks like it. I doubt seriously that if we break this, it would just be wicking out of it, just kind of like what we did over here too. And so we would put this other target, this 886, because it could technically wick down there and then wick back and just would be fine. 26, now that's getting a little bit closer to your uncomfortable area of 28 or 18, but that would be the worst that I would actually realistically expect. Of course, I mean, anything can happen. We always have to say that, but I think it's just taking patience. So on the plus side, to give you a little peace of mind, the 850 moving averages are up here. I mean the 150 moving average, the 100 sitting at 48 cents. The 50 is at 52. 9 is not crossed bearishly, nor has the 21 over the 200. They might. The 9 probably will briefly. The 21 might do a U-turn when all this stuff works out. She's on an 886 right now as we speak for this move here. She can bounce right now if she wants to. It'd be good. She actually could. I'm going to mark that. I'm going to mark that. That's a. So she's doing the extreme deep retracement right now, and that tells me she may be about bottomed out. Let's see if we can finagle something here. That does work pretty good. It does work pretty good. I think 31.8 cents might be where it might be on the table. Oh, we already got it marked. Now, what about as far as where she could go? Your overall bigger targets. I mean, you can pull a fib from your biggest swing high to that swing low as long as you're not made another low. And those are still the greatest targets ever. It's going to be headed towards 78 cents again. My personal opinion, you got this nice little megaphone trying to go off, and it points exactly to the bigger targets that we could be going to. In time. But they might get there quicker after we bounce off the bottoms here. So let me mark these guys as orange. And 31.87, that one should be green. This is say on the daily. Overall thing is healthy. We got a crazy week, crazy couple of weeks ahead, so she could reach 31. Drop a nickel. Not unheard of, but I feel fairly confident that will hold like a champ. All right, let me come back and see what you guys are doing. Uh-oh. It's almost time to make a donut. It's been going for an hour now. We can put 15 minutes on here. Baba Yaz, how's it going? So got sidetracked with my DIY project and forgot to sell my SWE and it dropped 5% more. Any chance that it can pop? That's another thing that happens with this whole crypto trading things. We get distracted and miss things. It happens to me too. And if you got a lot of coins, there's a lot more to take care of. Oh, that's a bearish retest possibly. One on there. This is all... I need to get some of this stuff out of the way. Still got a measure move up here. It's not been hit. She can't. Oh, did you get my other? You got my other nailed it target? Is that right? Let me get this out of the way. We had a trade set up or an idea here. Get that out of the way. But that second, we hit that one, but then we got this second one, and she got a little higher with her fibs. Oh, I've already. Shucks, I missed my opportunity to take a picture of that. Okay. All right, so these guys are doing what they're supposed to be doing. She should be coming down a little bit. She should be coming down a little bit, but let's see. That's a bearish divergence going on with this little guy. Oh yeah, that's SWE. I keep forgetting what we're looking at here. Yeah, let's zoom out for SWE. Here's the 3-day chart. 3 days, I've been noticing 3 days, I think is a good one to follow for some of your altcoins to give you a clue for what's happening. It's kind of in between the weekly and the daily. It's just right there in the middle. And the 3 days have been showing bearish signs on a lot of these altcoins. That's what started making me be a little bit alarmed last night after the stream last night. I started looking at the 3 days. I'm like, this is starting to look kind of weak. And on the 3 days, so we can get some action for, you know, a couple weeks out of this. Here on this chart, we're still above the 9. She loses it. She's coming back down here. I would look for SWE to test. Where is this? $4? We're at 464. I can see us coming back at least there to retest that area. This is no good anymore. So we had this trend line here. We're following. Let me tighten her up there. It could definitely come back and test that or anything else. So let me get rid of that idea too. Measure move. I'm going to get rid of this. You'll forget where you took the measure move from. Shoot. I guess I should keep that. All right, we will. I'll spend some time on SWE here for a minute. Okay, you're at a 2618 also from this one saying, yeah, SWE has got to take a break. That's a great place also, well, just confluence for the ones that we had over there. Got it different. Elliot, can you tell anything? Because that looks like, a 3-wave. I'm agreeing with Elliot here. I think you're on a 3-wave. You're going to get SWE will get a retracement. It needs one. Elliot also sees the bottom. Elliot wasn't drawing trend lines, but that trend line caught Elliot's more likely the Fibonacci 382 Fibonacci and a 0.5. 382 Fibonacci would be the thing I'd go with also. So right here, swing low to swing high. That would fit in with SWE's program. If SWE is really as strong as she looks to be, then a 382 Fibonacci should be substantial enough for her to get a nice big ass move to the upside. The 382, it's the new 618. And you want to see something crazy? Something really crazy? That's just $8.44 for SWE. I gotta mark this so I remember what it is. It's an A, B, C, D at a 382. And if we keep going straight up, we could get there by May. So it'd take a minute, even if we went straight up. Even if we just carried on with this angle that we're on, it would take us up to May to get there. So don't think it's happening next week or all that soon. She's got to come all the way back down here. Oh, shoot, we forgot that. Just scratch everything I said there. That didn't make no gosh darn sense whatsoever. Well, that means it could take it to July. Who knows? Who knows? She needs to pull back. She needs to come back down here. We're sweet. So it looks to me like 404 would be a decent buy area, but 350 would be the real good one. She'll need to break that 9 moving average. She hasn't done that yet. There's some bearish divergence forming here. The candle tops are going to the upside and the RSI is going towards the downside. You did get your daily RSI crossover there. You've also got you got your red dot on the market cipher. This is on the 3-day, not the daily. This is a bigger time frame that kind of has a little bit more weight. So it's telling us it wants to dump. It just hasn't played out yet. It's just starting to it should start trickling down to the smaller time frames now. So I would watch for this trend line to be broken. If she breaks, you might want to the stop losses below that. That's exactly how I would be looking. If I were concerned, I would look at maybe putting a stop loss somewhere underneath the trend line, maybe below the 50 moving average or something like that. Whatever's comfortable. But if she bounces, you're not out of the game, right? But if she loses that, you just from where we are now at 464 and selling maybe at 438 or something like that, you're just losing a few pennies. But if she bounces, you're still in the game. Those ideas. So this is our daily SWE. I guess I want to post this. Yeah, just these two. All right, let me come back up to the, whoops, what we got? Yo, Road Dog, what's going on? Avi, how you doing? Do you use 886 fib? And if so, how to use? Well, I think I'm missing some of the context. I mean, I do use it. It's for your deeper retracements. Most normal retracements are at the 786 for a standard retracement that you'll get. The deep retracement, but when they go deeper, I mean, it's just another level. It just shows you, it kind of shows you the momentum, but it is usually where it's usually your last stop. If you've got any more uppiness to go, it's usually there. Otherwise, losing that one, you're probably like looking at the bottom, taking it down a tier, taking it down to a step below. I don't know if I'm answering your question well or not, but definitely in the chart school, and I think you're already set up to do all that stuff, right? You got one, yeah, you got the membership badge there. We can go in a lot more depth there. Road Glide, how's it going? Dumb question, dog. At what time frame do you trade and why? I don't know that I don't really trade a specific. Here's how I explain it. Well, I make my plan on the bigger time frames, and it just happens to be wherever I catch the best trades stuff, to be honest with you. But I want to. The thing is to make a plan on a bigger time frame and execute on the smaller time frame. I feel that's the best luck. Make your plans on a bigger time frame. Make sure they correspond. You want to make sure that you're in harmony with the weekly. So these are all things that I take in consideration. Off the weekly's telling me that she's getting ready to dump, which it's not here on sweep, as for instance. The weekly still looks. Did we bring that up? She's thinking about it, but she hasn't given us these signals that she's going to dump here. So I look for signals like that. So now I know with SWE, for instance, seeing that, I know I got a warning. And then coming down on the smaller time frames like the daily. So I'll usually make my plans on a daily or a 4 hour, usually. What it is, the bigger the time frame, the longer the trade. So if you're more of a swing trader, you will be using weeklies and daily, mostly dailies and 4 hours for swing traders. Position traders, which is a lot that I do too, using weekly and daily a lot. So I would say I use the weekly, daily, and 4 hour just to kind of make my plans, but then I execute it. For the past year, I've been using the 6 minute. I use the 7 minute, 15, even the 1. You know, I might come, get it here on the 6 minute. It's usually good enough for me on the 6 minute to do it. But if I want to get real nitty gritty, I might go down to the 1 minute if I'm really trying to nail an entry or something. Like if I like this one, I guess if I right here's a good example. So I saw in the bigger time frame of this trend line, right? For SWE, and the thing is, this could be the one that breaks and sends us way down. And so the question is, well, is it going to bust here? If it does, then we're looking for a hell of trouble. But if it bounces here, we got to trade. So here I'm on the 4 hour looking at it. So what I would do, knowing that, I've determined I'm going to take a chance on it. I want to take a chance on this. I want to put a trade in. Now, I'm kind of guessing that, well, we don't have a bottom yet, but I want to try to sell somewhere around 498 or 510. That'll be my trade idea, right? So I'm going to try to get as close to this trend line, close to that 200 moving average as I can get. Be close to that trend line here. So I need to zoom in. So I might go down to the 6 minute. And now I got to finesse my game and watch it and try to get her down here. So I'd have my little trade set up, idea, wherever that target might be. And I might come down here and wait, and then I'll start drawing my trend lines or trying to get my ideas of where I think it'll go. So in this situation, I'd probably be fibbing out over here. Oh, 618. Oh, you got one there. So I might come down here and start drawing trend lines and seeing what I can figure out. Ooh, looks like you got a breakout from that too. Am I missing it? And then we get the FOMO and like, maybe I want to go ahead and jump in. So I could be, I'm just sitting here fighting FOMO or seeing if I should wait until we get down here. Or might decide, this is where I start making my decisions and only if I get a signal to enter. So I'm looking for a signal to enter here. Technically, that's got one. We bounced off a 618 from that pool. I might be missing something over here. Let me test a few other things. She did a flush out there too. That's kind of interesting. I got here on the 6 minute, I'm above a 9 moving average. So I've got a signal. If I wanted to throw some in, I would do it right now. But I would probably still save a little, try to get it as close to that trend line. Because chances are she's going to touch that trend line. Chances are she's going to touch it. But all this, or that whole idea, would be based off of just knowing about this big trend line, and there's my opportunity. Also knowing that on the weekly, that trend line breaks, that we're also at a top area for SWE too, right? So we gotta be cautious. The bigger time frames already told me this may be the top. So this is actually kind of a high risk trade to take. Even though it's starting to look juicy on the smaller time frames, still a high risk trade to take. Oh, 15 minutes looks like she want to dump it. Dump it, baby, dump it. I'm not going to leave this because I'm not taking that. This trend line will probably end up breaking, I'm thinking. John Hill, thank you for the super chat. So hopefully that answered that question. Thank you so much for the super chat. No request or anything, huh? Let me zoom up, and I'm going to try to get. What do I got? It's 1:15. I'm set me for 15 minutes. I'm going to try to knock out as quick as I can whatever we got beneath the last ones. Oops. Did we get that? Did I get? My computer seems kind of janky. Okay, that was Destra. Scario, how's it going? John Hill says, love watching Road Dogg analyze charts. I want to be like him when I grow up. You can be like me now. Just start getting into your charts. So the whole idea for the streams like this, if you're trying to learn, dude, just for whoever you're watching, me or anybody else, you get your laptop or your phone or your computer out, and you get on your TradingView app, and you just kind of chart along with us and try to understand the concepts that we go through, or whoever they are go through. You know, you copy their lines and copy, you know. You're just picking up the tools that they're using and trying to learn how to use them, add them to your toolbox. See, Longo says Devi's doing damage. Always up. That one did look good. It did. Ryan K says Vert is possibly my Degen play. John Hill says the turkey head makes it. That's what we keep getting. It's something about this golden brown skin and dashing smile and these turkey eyes. Seems to be a crowd favorite, so we got more turkey than anything now. Grimmer says DIA, please. Let's take a look at DIA. Quote basis. Ooh, she did a dip. What'd she do? She lost, what was it, 67 to 65? Oh, that's not bad. That was well for. Let me zoom out. What's all this mess? Who can read this? This is crazy. What? Sean? Well, we got a makeshift trend line right here. That oh, okay. Do we take angles? We're doing an angle play here, and she seems to be really respecting that one. So I'm not going to argue with that. I guess all this stuff played out, or whatever we had going on here, and there, look, nailed it. Whatever that was, I can't remember. Keep those. Don't need this. This is clutter. This is clutter now. All right, as I'm on the daily, we got nice higher highs and higher lows. That's awesome. 200 moving averages below us on the daily. We wicked down below before. Hopefully we'll get support. This trend line seems to be holding so far. It looks odd and out of place now because price action's already played through and everything, but it was coming from over here. I think we pulled it from the top and got it from the bottom. And I see no reason to change it. Right there we go too. It's respect. So this angle is a big deal. So, and I would follow what the moving averages are saying. If the market takes a dump and we decide to dump, you'd be looking toward the bottom at 42. I don't. This one looks strong, like it might hold. Moving averages are strong. 100 moving average is up at 83, so this is a good place that we can bounce. Let's see if we got any other signs here. Well, most of your indicators are already bottomed out. Stochastics are bottomed out. Wave, the momentum wave she's not bottomed out just yet, but she's on the low side, so we don't have to worry about that dropping, from the tops on us. Pretty much the same thing with MACD2. It's already on the negative side and trying to find some stability here. So she can probably drop a little bit more on this. I would say it would probably come and wick down to that 200 moving average again, probably. There's some bear signs. This thing's just got to work out. I don't see anything serious. I think it's got a good chance to keep holding these areas. Also down here, the 1618, in case she does go down there. Ooh, there's some. I'm putting it all in this area right here. That trend line area right there. So we are getting sleepy, apparently. Lost the 618 area, but it's been fuzzy through there the whole time anyway. I'd be cautiously optimistic right now. But this was just it turned out just to be a bear trap area here. We got back into the channel and then boom, big strong move. I would be looking for it to hold. Or perhaps wick down to 60 cents. Maybe. We come down to a smaller time frame to see how it's acting. 800, 600 still, that's the strongest momentum here, and it's still going good. Kind of stayed in between those for a channel and just kind of lost it. Four-hour time frame. She's looking kind of, I mean, the price action is looking kind of nasty. I like the cloud being big and thick over there. I like the other indicators. They're also bottoming out here. So they're trying to play games on us and take it down a little bit. Huh? So I see some bearish divergence that was here on top. And let's go from low to high. What you got there? It's 886. So 786 retracement would be probably within the parameters here of this trend line, and it may hold there. But we got confluence, which also comes up with that 886 retracement down here at 60 we talked about earlier. So I'm getting some signs that there might be a deeper wick down there. That's kind of what I'm seeing. I would look for these two areas to see if they will hold. I got a feeling that they will. But if not, then 42 cents on that one. He's a slow roasted turkey. That's how I want to go, gummed to death. That's funny. Scario says, I got to buy a link at $16. Is it an American crypto? Bueller. Oh, so you got a buy on link at 16. So, yeah, that's a good price. Yeah, I'm hoping Link will do really good. Obama Miller says, I'm holding on to my Link, but this move down is hard, even though I got it 10 to 13. It is hard on the drops. My position got liquidated August 5th. Oh man, that bummed me out because I was like, no, this is one that I really want to keep. And I ended up, I guess I got too greedy or whatever, overextended, wasn't paying attention or whatever, but I lost that in my near bag. But I was able, it just left me with like 10 near. It left me with a fraction of what I started with, like less than 10% of what I started with. But from where we dropped, and we dropped low, I thought we dropped back to, I forgot where it was. But I was able to build my bags back, and I'm good now. I mean, I'm sure I would be a lot better off if I got liquidated, but I'm just grateful just to, you know, I can leave with what I put in and what I lost before, just from where we were, and build it up with the spot margin. That's just how the thing works. You just build your bags on the way up. So I'm grateful to have that. I was afraid I lost it. I mean, I was so bummed. I was bummed. August, I was so bummed. Glittery Marshmallow said, I'm making orange chicken and sitting to bed happy. He's a keeper himself. Trust. Wow, that sounds awesome. You give us all hope. I'm doing it. That deserves a shout out. There you go. There we go. Orange chicken sounds awesome too. That's making me hungry. John Hill says, I love turtle soup. Oh, Sam, you said you don't believe in unicorns either. I forgot this. I put it on the group. Unicorn fart dust. All right. Unicorn fart dust. What do you guys mentioned it? I forgot who, because I'm terrible remembering names, but I happened to catch. I was like, oh crap, it's time for me to take profits, man. This one did cool. I forgot exactly where I got in. I don't know that I bought somewhere, and she's doing good now. So I took profits and suggested anybody in Unicorn Part Dust do it. Yeah, this is a top here. She may do fine. And she's also looking at inverted head and shoulder type. She's not a channel, but it's the pattern in there. Measure move could be the 32 cents if this area holds though. Seriously, I think I forgot where I got in, but we were way up. Uniform Court and Fargus. So whatever one of you guys listed, I saw it. I FOMO'd in. I said I was going to, and I did. So one of the few coins that was doing good today, right? Sakatano, how's it going? This turkey's going places. Can you grab it to check your liquidation? Oh, I'm late behind on that one. Sorry. Not easily, but you can remind me next time, and I'll be happy to tell you. But I mean, I'm doing spot margin, so even if it comes down to my liquidation, how can I say that? I set it up where it shouldn't come near my liquidation, and if it does, well, I would have two choices. I would just add 10% of the value of my bag over there, and that usually me adding that 10%, I'm good. If worse comes to worse, that usually takes care of me. The way that I do it now, not the way I did it before August 5th. I had to tighten up my game since August 5th. When you started getting liquidations, it's what makes you a better person. It's what makes you a better trader, better investor. It's getting your butt handed to you. You're like, okay, we got to figure this out. Got to change some rules. Go buy some rules. Get rid of some bad habits. But I'm set up now where usually I can just add 10% if I get in a real bind, like if it's coming close. But I should never be that close to it. But Obama says you better bounce. What, is this not working anymore? There we go. Why does it, man? I think my AI thing is taking up some memory or something. That's been happening to me, making me reload. Should have a bunch of memory on this computer. I shouldn't have this problem at all. Mr. Miles says Link is a slow burn. I don't know if it tends to make massive moves within a short time and then it goes to sleep for the rest of the cycle. Yeah, that's true. But most of the things, I mean, when most markets, I mean, they just move 20% of the time, 80% of the time they're going sideways. So we get to play a sideways range. That's why I think it's, I'm going to start looking into to try to take advantage of more of these ranging ideas. Because that's where we hang out most of the time. We just hang sideways in some kind of little range. And then we get a takeoff, and that's where all the big money's made. Unicorn Fart Dust. How can my family take me seriously when I tell them crypto fart coin and unicorn fart dustings? I know exactly, right? And how's Wall Street ever going to take? They're not going to take us serious. That's in the Degen corner right there. They come and they go. And learn my lesson with memes. I keep saying I learned my lesson with memes. Still waiting for some of them to gain back so I can get rid of them. Real estate machines, man, I can't win in this market. You can. It's just some days you feel like you can't, but you can. Mr. Mouse says, what kind of AI are you running? A lot of them will rely on GPU memory as much, if not more than regular memory. I didn't think it was running at all, but I've got some, I got Pinocchio and I think it's is it L? I don't know, some other LLM thing. It's like a basis where you can put it in, but they're not running, not supposed to be running. But something's slowing me down. Task Manager, what say you? What is WMI Provider Host? What the hell is that? I don't see anything that's really taking much of my stuff though. OBS and Snap Camera. I may just have too many dang windows open. That might be it. We close a few of these guys. A bunch of these links that when we check out websites and things like that, they stay on. I think that's good. That's exactly right. You can win. DCA and HODL, that's, I think some people, because I think I used to look at it that way too. DCA, I used to, oh, that's for people. I don't know, something about it didn't appeal to me, but that's one of the best strategies you can do, especially if you're new, like you're coming into crypto. That's what I would tell anybody coming to this market. I'd tell my family or anybody. I mean, if you until you take the time to maybe learn some technical analysis or some way to trade the market or something like that, until you get some kind of system under your belt, until you take the time to do that, dollar cost average. And there's several different ways you can do it. Do it by time, like doing it once a week, twice a week. Set it a time-based one, or just you can do a price-based one. But definitely, whenever the markets are tanking, that's the best time to start buying when the markets are in red. I would DCA whenever you have red days. When the market is fearful and everybody's scared like they are right now and confused, DCA. The time to make that buy. But I mean, it's a proven strategy. I would recommend. Yeah, a lot of people will have better luck doing that than when they're trading, to be honest with you. Especially if it's their first cycle. So I don't know. I was watching one YouTuber tonight, and somebody, I think they said that they work full time and they don't have very much money. How should they approach the market, or what should they get into, or something? It's a question like that, and their answer was to show a trading group for $99 a month, and I'm like, come on. I just remember being in that situation, even 4 years ago. I was like, I had maybe $8,000 at that time, and I'd screwed away about half of that. I was left with about 4,500. I remember being left with 4,500, and I was like, I can't. Okay, my way's not working. I got to figure something out. I got to find something, direction, and learn this market. I got to either pay a course, which they were about $5,000, and I'm like, well, that's out of the question. So I found a trading group, and it eventually led me to the right channel. I mean, I learned some stuff there. It was great it gave me the push that I needed to apply myself. Because first you got to make up your mind you're going to take it serious and learn it, right? And you got to make up your mind you're going to do it. But still, I had like $4,000 or something. Then the trading group's like $1,300 or something crazy like that, or even in 6-month increments, I think it's about almost $600 or $700. So that took a chunk, and then you got what you're left to play with the market. So there I am. What am I left with? Maybe $3,000, $3,500, and then you're going to mess up, or you're going to, because you're new. And you're going to try to learn to trade and the TA, and you're all shaky. I was all shaky, and so you go on a losing streak, and you start doubting yourself. So you got that stuff to work with. And I'm like, man. So for someone new coming into this market, being serious, being really sincere about trying to learn it. I mean, they got all this to go through, and then even the trading groups, with how expensive that they are, and how they'll string you along, or how you get strung along, because it takes you a while. So I don't know. I just try to share whatever works for me. It resonates with people, then you guys can apply it and hopefully learn some stuff here without having to. I don't know. Everybody just seems to try to get everybody else's money in this game. Everybody's trying to get paid for everything else. And I understand that as a business model, but gosh darn it, sometimes they just get carried overboard, and people are making hundreds of thousands a month on those trading groups. And I'm just sitting there thinking, this is a new person. I know what situation that they've been in. And you only got a short window to try to make life-changing money. You got about 10 months left. I just can't imagine stringing somebody along like that. Especially set them on that 1-minute chart. Yeah. Because a lot of people, I think, don't have much to work with. I mean, times are hard. Man, the world is hard out there. Everybody trying to get your money, and especially if you're a man trying to make it in the world where you got a family, or even if you're a single man, you're getting screwed every way you go. I mean, you just are. I'm sorry, but it's true. Our society is not in favor of men in our men's financial ability or status right now is just not very much in favor for most men. And that needs to change. Our society needs strong men, capable men that can provide for the families and just be a man. We need more of that. We got away from that, and we're getting screwed up. And I'm not saying anything bad about women at all. No. We need women. We need good feminine women and good feminine men to make good feminine to make good solid families that provide the structure for a good solid society that's not off its fucking mind. Because what they've been doing lately is not working. Trying to emasculate men, trying to take all the power. You need to let men be men, let women be women. And let us tolerate anything that is different. Oh my gosh, what are we doing? I think our stream is over. I think we went all crazy there. It is an hour 37. This is a good time to stop it. Say, Glittery Marshmallow, we were really blessed to find your channel and content. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for your support. I'm grateful just to have you guys here. My take is if I resonate, then you'll stick around. And I'm not going to resonate with everybody. I'm not. But strong dudes can better support strong women. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out. We'll have to see you. Tomorrow's Monday. I don't know what they're going to do. I like to take a look at Bitcoin one last time to try to figure out what the hell it's thinking about. You never know, because the 4-hour chart for Bitcoin, I like this cloud over there being thick. If we can come up and touch it, I will feel even better. I seem to think I feel it will be getting a slow move up to here. I'm really watching this area about 97, 98,000, anywhere up through here. Even in the mid to 96s, anywhere up through here, for any signs of rollover that they may be trying to take us down to these other areas, because it's on the table, and it could happen. We could come down to the low 80s through there. Who knows? Or at least that's what they want us to think too. And there's also so many other good signs saying, man, we're doing, this is we're at the fake out, man, that they do every cycle right now. That's basically we're really there. And so there's lots of different ways to look at the market. I'm just trying to be cautious in case they want to wick us down here, take us down there. They can. There's several theories. Wyckoff theory was it, says yep, that's what they could be doing. I mean, there's everything the charts are telling us that they can do it. We just don't know if they're going to or not. And if they did, well, that's an opportunity if we're ready for it. We just don't want to be sideswiped by it. If we're ready for it, we can take advantage of it. If we're not expecting it, then we're like, oh my god, this sucks. The crypto sucks. Why am I in crypto? And we don't want to be that. We want to be the person that's like, hell yeah, make it right. That's a big honey, sell the kids. But man, we're so close. We're so close to the number go up. We're so close. It's right around the corner. As long as we don't let them get in our heads too bad and fake us out, because that's what they're trying to do. At this point in the market, at this January and this February, we'll see it through the spring too. But I do want to encourage you to start thinking about taking some profits earlier, like in late February, also in late April. April will probably be kind of rough anyway with taxes, so you got to start thinking about those things. So when number does finally start going up, make sure you do get paid. But we'll see what the market's like tomorrow. I think they'll be wishy-washy this week, and like I said, we got a lot of news coming out. I don't think we'll see anything solid until we get a new administration in, and then we'll start getting a feel for the direction we're going. And we still got 7 more days, 1 more week. Can we hang on for 1 more week? Can we not get into World War III in the next 7 days, or sell off all the Bitcoin that this country has ever collected over the past 13, 14 years? Can we not try to piss the world off and do stupid stuff for just 1 more week? Please, for the love of all things holy. All right, good night, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Oh my gosh, we lost everything. There we go. In screen, Sean. In screen. Anybody need a job? I heard that. You suck, Road Dog. You need some positivity classes. I'm positive that I wouldn't like it. Hey, think on the bright side. Embrace the good things in life, Sean. I mean, just think. What I need is some orange chicken and somebody to make it for me. Sean's wife is she goes to the vending machine. She feeds some vending machine food. And we live on a farm. And we live on the farm. Shoot, you think she'd be able to cook? I get all the Snickers I want, though. It shows, Sean. It shows. What I like to do is I like to take my duct tape my Snickers across my belly, and it makes it look like I got abs through my shirt. That's too much information, Sean. Oh, Mr. Miles. Mr. Miles, are you still there?
Give me a miracle. I need a syllable. Talking about big cash, that's the minimum. I'm done with this trash. Thought to be critical. Show me your mental.
You always trying to get up in her crotch, Mr. Miles. Got my eye on you.
Now look straight into my eyes, then you sip, sip, sip. It's about time. Let you shine. Take off that leash so that we can have some fun. I see red when you walk my way. Nice big bed, come and play with me. Pick it up, pick it up. Got a whole lot of love for my dad. I see red when you walk my way. Nice big bed, come and play with me. Pick it up, now show how freaky you are. I see red when you walk my way.
Got my eye on you, mister. You getting awful cozy. Jenny, you need to go back home. Go back home, Jenny. See you guys later.